it's not so much that hurling is in trouble. It's just that the hurlers have redistributed themselves to other areas of Cork. And I guess the reason why the question is so pressing right now is obviously everything that's happening with regards to hurling nationally, and obviously a proposal with regards to, potentially seeing 5 teams not play a hurling league. That's obviously not going to go to the table this weekend. But there is a national conversation happening right now about hurling and where it's going, and if it's actually capturing the hearts and minds of new people to the sport around the country. Just from Cork alone, are you seeing any alarm bells at all, or is it literally just people have moved out from the city and the more rural clubs are actually going to thrive in the coming years?
Yeah, look, I've no doubt about that. The rural clubs are going to thrive. Yeah, going to thrive. It's better and bigger they're going to get. And look, that's no fault of their own. People move out, they live, houses have been built there. But you must not forget the core areas within the city as well that made hurling so good and football so good within the city as well. I think, yeah, there has to be a serious conversation had about the north side of the city in terms of hurling, in terms of what's happening with our schools and how, in terms of the promotion. Some of the schools maybe still have 500-600 students going into schools. And you need, a development process in place. You need a good coaching structure in place. And I know, look, GDOs in terms of game development offers and stuff like that, we need to maybe have a look at. We should have probably a bit more influence on the north side of the city. And there's probably a separate conversation certainly needed to be had between the clubs in that location in terms of how we need to bounce back and where we need to go, because it would be a shame to see the decline of the north side of the city. I mean, like, you're talking about Sean O'Halpine, you're talking about John Gardner, you're talking about Tony O'Sullivan, you're talking about famous guys that all came through a schooling structure, all came through Hartley Cup hurling and stuff like that as well. And that'll be a massive, massive loss to Cork City in terms of no senior hurling on the north side of the city. And we're in that position now. 2024 might change it, but the longer term, as you mentioned, has to be reviewed, has to be renewed, has to be looked at in terms of the development process that's there, trying to keep the game alive.